Well, just about everyone here in Thailand has a job to do. In just a few months, a lot of university graduates will also be joining the labour market as well. But how strong is the market really? What with the coup, SARS, bird flu, so many effects over the last few years, and then with the election coming up as well. Very difficult for me to say as a non-expert, so we brought in an expert to tell us the state of the Thai labour market and perhaps some hints as well for those of you wanting to change a job. K.Tidarat. She's the country manager of Adecco Consulting Limited here in Thailand. Thank you very much for joining us on Morning Talk. Sawadee. Now, first of all, just for those of us that want to know a little bit more about Adecco, I understand you are the largest or second largest recruitment company in the world?
Actually, we are the largest company in the world.
Yeah,
in
we
this
only get
industry.
the best as our guests.
Yeah, we are a Swiss-based company, and we have about 6,700 offices around the world in 70 countries and territories. And what we're offering to the client is not only the recruitment service. We'll be more covering in terms of HR solutions, covering the employment service, and also the human capital solution service. Training and development.
Training and development as well.
But for Thailand, we're here for 18 years. We're not new in this market at all.
Well, you must have had some tough times through 97, 98. Let's talk about now, the state of the market 2007. I guess we can look at it two ways. One is from the employer's side and the other is from the employee side. Let's start off with just the general market. Are there lots of jobs out there for lots of people?
Well, if you take a look at the economic indicator, and you see that today we probably in about 4% plus something for GDP, and you see a little bit moving here. I don't see we still feel a level of hesitations in terms of the job labor market from our client side. A lot of companies in the stop-it situations, they won't require for more new high positions. However, there was some growing, moving company in certain sides of the business. I can just name just a few, like a industry in the oil and gas industry, talking about oil and gas productions and explorations, all related energy business. This is one of the major moving here, and also other position in the something concerning our life, for example, like pharmaceutical business, and also all the consumer product. And the other one that I like to mention is about the information technologies, which is moving very fast right now. And I will tell you later why I say about this, that the information technology, if you'd be interested about this.
Okay, so we'll come back to IT in just a moment. However, let's just look at it from the employer perspective. Okay, a lot of companies, as you say, are waiting and seeing what will happen after the election. The high baht at the moment expected to recede a little bit next year, of course, which is good for growth. Is this a good time to hire people? Because surely if there are not that many people hiring, then if you're the one hiring, you can get the best people.
It's true, because like you say, it's not a good time for the employee right now. Not many job opening. So the employer has a chance to select the best fit to their organizations. And they're not very pressure on the offering side when the employee offering to the employee, like before last two years and 3 years. And of course there was tough requirements because the marketing is tense, everything is pressure. So if they have an open vacancy position, they will really look for a very fit qualification to the opening one. So is the employee to concern more about this kind of labor market right now?
Well, you're Adecco, so you spend a lot of time going through and shortlisting the best few people for a job and then letting the client make their decision. How can an employee end up in that sort of chosen few, the shortlist? What is your recommendation to an employee out there that's looking to change jobs? What do they have to do to stand out from all the other people?
All right. I think this is the core of our business to make us outstanding from other agencies is the way we do our selection process. In the Adecco business, we really concentrate on the selection methodologies because we believe that you just cannot matching people from seeing resume qualifications and seeing the job and tags and assignment, and you just put people on that matching.
Well, I guess if you did that, you can just go on the internet.
No, it's just only the surface of the selections. What I'm about to say is the underface, where people people have individual preference in terms of motivations and other preference working conditions, where certain client has different working environment. What we help the client to provide a shortlist candidate is to matching through the above and the below surface of these selections. What we can adopt the methodology called can do, will do, and will fit. And the can do is actually measure skill and experience. Will do will measure their motivations and preference in different kind of angle. And the will fit is actually a matching to having the right candidate that having the same preference, working attitude, matching the client working environments. That's what we have in our selection process. And then the client get a very through shortlisted that they can make sure that they can select the right candidate at the end.
Just looking forward after the election, end of the year, do you foresee that the labour market will improve for the employees?
Well, I think its impact in terms of the business confidence, because it's more clear. It's not like a very gray area right now. A lot of investors that wait and see, they can go forward about this. It just, I think it will help a lot as long as there is a stability in the government, the new form of the government.
Well, certainly some wise words there. In the meantime, a lot of employees, you can brush up your CV, brush up your presentation skills, perhaps brush up your English, and that will leave you in with a better shot for the market next year. Thank you very much for joining us on Morning Talk.
You're welcome.